Good day, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever it is as you're watching this video. This is a new set of videos I'm going to start on doing updated builds on Dungeons & Dragons Online. So get right into it. We're going to go in and create. So we have melee, spell, specialist, and iconic. We're not going to touch the iconic because that's quite involved. So go melee. Basic fighter, nothing special about him. He's your down and dirty warrior class. So, in the fighter, it tells you here, large variety of weapons and shields, heaviest armor, blah blah blah. Soul ability is good, and they get more feats than any other class. So that's fine. Stats are here. Now these stats are just the average ones they recommend. But when you get into it, if you click on Vanguard Warrior, his stats change. And you can notice here, strength is maxed out, and then con is next. This, I don't understand. Why did they put 2 points in wisdom? If you're going to put points into it, it would have been in intelligence to give you more action points. So I don't understand why they did that, because wisdom has very, very little to do with a fighter. So let's take a look at Stalwart Warrior. And 10, 10, again, there's wasted points here for no reason. A fighter again, balance between attacking and defense. Big deal. It should be basically the same. So take those 4 points, put and intelligence 14. Yeah, put those points up here where they belong. So, Whirlwind Fighter. Again, because the Whirlwind Fighters are dexterity based, and they're based because 2-weapon fighting style. So this allows them to use 2 weapons at the same time to be able to take the enemies down. So that's why you look at the balance here between strength, con, and dexterity. Dexterity being a lot higher because of that particular one. Again, 2 points wasted in wisdom. Yeah. So I'm not happy with them. I'm going to do a custom build because I want to. Now, one of the things that you have is humans are the greatest variety. So they get an average, a bonus feat. They start with that, so that's really cool. Able to learn more skills than any race as they level up. Strengths are versatility, increased capacity to learn skills. Weaknesses, none. But I want a monster. I want a fighter that's going to be able to stand the front line and really dish it out. So, to create a monster, we are going to look at each one of these. So, Aasimar, they have lay on hands, which is nice, so they can get that. They're the healing hands there, so they can heal themselves. But that's why they have the starter greater wisdom. Other than that, that's about it. Yeah. Okay. Dragonborn, of course, higher strength, charisma, but lower dexterity. So if we're looking at fighters, dexterity is not that great if he's using heaviest armor, because heavy armor dictates that you're not going to have that great a dexterity. So the Dragonborn is one, and he gets Dragon Breath, which is definitely cool. Drow, dexterity, intelligence, charisma, and lower con. Yeah, no. Dwarf, constitution, charisma, okay, probably pretty good. Corvair elf, dexterity and lower con. No. I want a monster. Wood elves, higher dexterity, lower intelligence. Intelligence is for skills. Nope. Higher intelligence, lower strength. Nope. Halfling dexterity, lower strength. Nope. Half elf are like humans. They don't get anything, and they don't get any starting stats. So between the half elf and a human, I would take the human. Half orc. Ooh. Half orcs are higher strength, lower intelligence, and charisma. Half orc blood and orc. Okay, so he's a contender. Of course, we have discussed humans. Tiefling, higher charisma. So yeah, fine. Shifter, okay, this is the new one. So shifters have higher dexterity and lower intelligence. So they fit more along the lines for your barbarian class. They do have their claws that they can use for that. Then they do rage. So there it is, right there. It says right there. So yeah. Warforged, higher con, lower wisdom and charisma. Nothing about strength there. So we have two, half orc and Dragonborn. Today I'm going to use Dragonborn. And here we are. So first off, we're going to look at con. Let's bring that up to 16. Intelligence to 10, so no penalties there. And 16 there, so we're going to bring this up to 10. So we don't have a penalty on our dexterity. And we have 10 points left. Now, here's the change. This is a champion build because the way I've played the game for the last number of years, I've been able to unlock the champion build on all the servers. And because of that, I get 32 points instead of the original 28. But still, at this particular point, if you follow this, that still means if I'm using a hero build, which is a 28 point, then I get 4 points less. So that gives me 6 points in here still. With 6 points, I can actually turn around and add them up. So I can, there's my 6 points. There's the 4 extra I get. So 18, 12, 16, 10 for the scores. So if I want to give my guy more intelligence, that will give me more action points. Is it worth putting all those points in there? No. So we got the 4, 3 in there, and that gives me 1 left over. So the only place I can go is here. So 18, 12, 17, 11. Now some people would say, okay, you don't need to do that. You can put 1 in here, which is max con. But at the end, I end up with 1 point for each action point for each level goes up. So it's really not beneficial. So we go next, and we got 8 points because we're based on an intelligence of 11. So what does he need as a fighter? Well, what I always do, and down here in tumble, so if I fall, if you have tumble, then when you fall, you get less damage. See, also reduces the damage you take from falling. So that's what we want. So we activate that. That gives me a score of 2 in here. So I still got 6 left. So where do I want to put them? Balance. Balance basically allows you to recover from your balance and stand back up when you're knocked down. The higher this number is, the faster it is, or the ability not to get knocked down. And then, of course, we need jump. And intimidate. So intimidate is basically going to draw the enemy to you and away from your people in your group. That's what a fighter does. He draws them in. Same with paladins, draws them in. Because fighters, paladins, and barbarians, that's their job. They're the frontline people. They're the guys who fight them, and then everybody else is behind them most of the time. So we're going next. So we have 3 things. We have feats, racial bonus feat, and class feat. Class feats are basically under the heading of fighter. So here we have a choice. Now, do we want this guy to use sword and board, basically a sword and shield, which gives him a higher armor class, or two-handed fighting? Two-handed fighting allows you to use bigger weapons, and you do a lot more damage. And the big thing is, if you tie in two-handed fighting with slashing weapons, improved slashing weapons, improved two-handed fighting, then anybody within 6 feet of you, when you swing that weapon, gets hit or has a higher chance of getting hit. And when it does hit, it does a lot more damage. So we're going to throw that in to start. Ta-da! Now, regular feats. Regular feats are there. One of the things that you want is the cleave ability. To get the cleave ability, you need power attack right here. So we're going to take power attack and throw it over there. Now, cleave ability, there it is there. You can see it's an arc in front of you. So this is about a 60-degree arc. And a 60-degree arc, if I'm swinging up, I automatically will hit everybody in that arc. Great cleave and Whirlwind allows you to hit everybody within 180 degree and then 360 degree. So really helps when you're fighting. So power attack, now the bonus, let's slide it down here. Racial fates, who are we going to base this guy on? So black dragons, blue dragons, red dragons, or white dragons. So for black dragons, it's basic acid. So his breath weapon that he does get will be acid. Blue is electrical, red is fire, and white is cold. So I always choose black because at any level, there's less monsters out there that are resistant to acid than anything else. So most of them end up resistant to fire, so fire doesn't do any good at the higher levels. So this one here, it gives you the best chance of damage. So there we have it, 18, 12, 17, 11, 8, and 10. Now again, these would be a little bit lower because I had those extra 4 points. So I'll go next. And this is Mr. XYZ. Now, here we can customize our guy. So I'm going to give him, now he's black, right? So it's acid. So you can go black. There's my black guy. And I'm going to give him nice bright red eyes or orange eyes. Brighter. Blue eye? No. Purple? No. Green? Green? Yeah, let's go red. So anyways, that's what it is. It's a hollow fang. Now we can customize, of course, by his beard. Now we're going to reset this quickly to 1. So there he is. There's number 1. And you can cycle through these and you can choose the way he's going to look. Bear in mind, none of these selections are going to show if he has a helmet on and he's showing the helmet. He's just not going to show it. So you can choose what type of beard that he wants. So you have 12 choices. Let's see. I don't like things hanging down too much. Yeah, let's go with that. So there's mine. Frills is this part here of the head. So again, reset that. Those are the part there. Smaller, smaller. Let's go that one. Tines. These here are your tines. That's good enough. Eyes don't really make that much of a difference. So there we are. So we're going to create. And there he is. And he does look like a brute, doesn't he? Let's go ahead and check him out. Now, one of the things that I have is that I set up ahead of time is the ability to set up your toolbars. So by clicking on this arrow, it allows me to expand it, as you can see. And I've opened up 8. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my way of setting them up so that I get the most use out of them. Don't need that. Don't like that. And then I load my update. So load, UI, load 1. UI layout 1. Ta-da! So it automatically changes everything around. So it set up all my toolbars down here. Rearrange this, rearrange this. Nice. The only thing I do change after that is this. Bingo. Done. So that's my map. Now, remember I said that I would play for a few years? So in the few years or more that I've played, I've been able to accumulate a lot of things, a lot of rewards. And this shows up here. So this is all the rewards that I get. So I'm going to get rid of the rags. There he is. That's basically underwear in the game. So this is all the reward stuff that I get. And if you click on it, it expands them and tells you what you can get and do with it. So this one here is a ratio tome, so it gives me an action point for that. Yay. But I'm not going to expand any more at this particular time because it's a pain in the butt. So, and it has no bearing on what we're doing. Now, again, because I've played for a long time, I've been able to unlock what is called veteran status. And veteran status allows me to start at level 1, level 4, or level 7. So this one here, we're going to start at level 1. No benefits, nothing extra, just level 1. And here we go, off to Korthos.
You find yourself waking on a shore of flotsam. Memories of a large white dragon striking your ship come flooding back.
That's not good news, is it? So here's to Korthos.
Can you talk? Speak to me.
So here we have a choice. We can looking for survivors, or we can skip the storyline. I like to skip the storyline because it's a pain. And what they do is they give you your first weapon. Hey, it's an ember axe.
Stepping out of the grotto, you find yourself in Korthos Village. The Sahuagin have threatened this place for generations. Judging from how it looks now, the Sahuagin are winning. However, some hopeful souls still hold out for help to arrive.
Now you'll notice right there, the action that I'm doing shows you strike, strike, and then a bite. So that's how he fights unarmed. You throw that axe on him, and now he has an axe. To find out what the axe does, we can click on here. This is your inventory. That's by accessing the key. And drop down here, details. So the Ember Great Axe does 1 dice 12 plus 7 slash. So critical is a 20 times 3, and we have a bonus of plus 6 to hit. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add on the other equipment we get to start. And because we're adding all this, it gives them a little more. So we got an 18 armor class instead of an 11. So that's good enough to start. We're going to leave this alone again. This is basically cosmetic stuff that you can basically use. And then other benefits you get because of the level that I'm at. But we're going to leave that alone. So, there we are. And that's your first level fighter. Very easy to do, very simple. There's nothing to him. He's just a basic fighter. Fighter level 1, Dragonborn. These are his capabilities. Enhancement, he has none. Skills, you can scroll up and down his skills and tell you what he can do. The extra feats that he has is racial ones. What he's proficient with, you can scroll through that, tell him what type of weapons he's proficient. Martial arts, power attack, trip, sunder. Defensive fighting, combat styles is two-handed. Attack I like to put down here. And dismiss charm, nah, he doesn't need dismiss charm. He's not going to charm anybody, he's going to kill him. That's what he does, so no spells. Enhancements, nothing yet. Crafting, of course, Zippo. But what I also do is I set up this side. There's my social. There's my adventure compendium. My quest journal. And then my main menu. So right off the bat, this one picks up and shows you if you're in a guild, who your friends are, and who's online. But also here in the grouping shows you what's going on. So these are the quests that you can actually get into with other people. We'll close that down. Now one of the things you'll notice, because I went through that part, is I got an action point right there. So I'm going to click here on the right, and that gives me my action point. So I added one from Dragonborn, so we're going to add that. And now I have the regular ones here. So one of the things you can add is Kensai. So this is focuses on your weapon, so you do more hits and damages. Stalwart Defender, of course, is there, and Vanguard. So shield equipped is your Vanguard. And then you also have to hit evil, which is the Harper Agent. Once in the Harper Agent I like to take is the first one here. 3 for your health, so your Traveler's Toughness. Over here, Harper Enhancement number 1 that gives you an action of +1 to your weapons again. And then adding spell points, skill points, and then leave it alone. The rest of them up here are okay if you're a spellcaster and stuff like that, but he's not. He's a fighter. Vanguard, again, with the shield, and Stalwart Defender if you're against fortification. So, but we're going to go Kensai. And we're going to go heavy weapons because that's your great swords, long swords, scimitars, falchions, everything along that line. And then you can add to that with exotic weapons is going to be two-handed, or sorry, it'll be bastard swords and kopeshes. So we're going to add that. And right now we're going to check. So my hit is +6, accept, close, and there's +6 there. So first quest, thank you very much. Now what we're going to do is stop, and I'm going to go back into that enhancement. So there's there. But under feats, what I'm looking for action points. So there's the racial one. So we're good. That's going. So this is an easy quest that takes about 4 minutes. And he's going to do it by himself.
Coming from deep in the crypt, you hear the strange and unsettling echoes that Kaya spoke of. Strange. Sarcophagi line the wall. You notice something strange about the wall to the west. If you search the wall, you may discover more.
And his search is pretty crappy, so he discovers squat. So come down. We'll dispatch this guy.
What were those cult? A treasure chest glimmers in the dark passage here.
So, if we open the treasure chest and look inside...
Though rusty, this longsword is still sharp. It's a slashing weapon, perfect for slicing through putrid zombie flesh that would resist puncturing or bludgeoning weapons.
I got a great axe, I don't need a longsword.
There's a Sahuagin in here, performing some kind of ritual.
Bypass the Sahuagin.
Dead son of Korthos.
Break this
Magical
first.
crest appears from the destroyed altar. If you take it with you, it may be useful later. You continue to hear cultists about their evil work from further inside the crypt.
Yep, got it. So we got the crest, and it's in our inventory, so we're going to continue on down. Now watch what happens when we trip this guy, if I can work. Yo! Wow! Anybody want some lag? That's brutal.
As you slay these...
Oh, a little hesitant there. Alright, chest number 2.
Another treasure chest. Perhaps this heavy mace is a bludgeoning weapon, ideal for smashing apart skeletons. Their bones are resistant to puncturing or slashing weapons.
I still have a great axe.
There's another Sahuagin. It croaks.
Cragwolf Heyton. In life you served the...
Another crest drops out as you smash the altar. There might still be other altars elsewhere in this crypt.
Now if you notice there, when I was striking at the Sahuagin, I was still damaging him because of the two-handed weapon, the arc, using it. So that makes it very easy. So far, in this quest I lost 2 hit points. Not a lot at all. But we shall see. Again, you can see I'm doing damage to both of those guys with the great axe. And that's your benefit for the two-handed weapon. Does damage to everybody around you. So, trip. Oh, I got one. So when I go, the red robe guys are magic users, so kill them first because they use magic against you.
In the middle of this chamber is an evil devourer altar. By it, a Sahuagin rumbles. When the altar collapses,
oh, I tripped him too.
appears. It glows with cold magic.
Okay, so we got all three. And what we do is take those back. No, he doesn't run very fast. How fast would you be running? About 30 pounds of armor.
A magical barrier blocks the way, and behind
Right
it,
click,
another
right
Sahu.
click.
You fit the last crest in place,
Again?
and the magic shield dissipates. The Sahuagin inside, when the last devourer altar shatters.
So we got two down. That makes three. Turkey butt here.
Your bold action saved Korthos and brought the Sahuagin's fell scheme to naught. The treasure chest in the antechamber is now yours.
So once you're finished, you click on the finish button and you say yes. If you click the XP, it's going to show you how much XP you get, and it gives you all your achievements for this. And out we come. So once you finish your first quest, you turn it in.
Charging battery.
And you get your reward. So when you're looking at your rewards, you have to read what it tells you. So right now I'm using an minute of natural armor, so my armor class is increased by 1. Concentration and will save, that's good for clerics and spellcasters. Dullness, Constitution +1. Constitution +1 should give us more hit points. So right there is 13. We have no benefits. So
Some of the braver villagers tried to stem the Sahuagin tide, but their courage led to naught but grievous injuries. Korthos needs someone with more than just guts.
and so we've turned the quest in. We're in here in the tavern. The tavern you can go into
Charging battery.
and you can sell anything that's been damaged at all, repair, and you can sell the other crap that you're not going to use. So such as this. I don't know if that's going to give me any benefit. Where is it at? There it is. Let's see. It gives me 1 more hit point. Yeah, no, I'll take armor class before that 1 hit point. And this gives me +9 for armor class instead of +7. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm going to add my armor class. So I go to, should go to 20. We'll see. Bingo! There's your 20. So, sell them. I get some money so I can spend on other things. Yay! And there we have it. So that's your first quest. Now, just to show you this stuff here that's left over, it's because, like I said, I've played the game for a while. So I can get rid of stuff. So if you can't sell it, you can destroy it. Drag it off and destroy it. Gone. Because you just don't need it. So let's take a look. So this is a skill of tone +2. So I double click on that to start it. Click here and it gives me a list of all my skills that I can add +2 to. But I'm going to add +2 to my balance. No, not really. Let's see. Diplomacy, disabled device. Haggle, let's go. Haggle. +2 to my haggle skill. And this is +3. I have 2 of these tomes. So activate that tome skill. You double click on it and he reads that while I'm going through this. Multitasking. Okay. So here, I'm going to get a +3 tone for balance, because I need that to keep myself on my feet. And what else? I can use it on haggle, but heal gives you a higher chance. So heal, what it's going to do, it's going to give you the ability to receive more heal from a cleric or from a restaurant. You'll heal up more. Now if you have a cleric with you, you don't need this because the cleric has a better skill. So just depends what you want to do. I'm going to take it for jump. That way I can jump up high and get access to ladders and ledges that can crawl up things. Bingo. So the skills are bananas. So when we go back in under skills, balance is at 0. Jump is now 4. Heal is at -1 because that was even lower, is at -3. And we have them all set up. So enhancements, still nothing there. Spells, no. Nothing's changed because we're still only level 1. Now these here, I'm going to click on it here. This gives me a potion. It's going to give me 20% bonus experience for the next 3 hours. That's good to have. Don't need that. As it says, you can't use it until level 18. But I'm going to go back here. And I've got a lesser tome of learning. So it's going to allow me to learn things faster. So basically, this is going to be a bonus of 10% again for my XP. Yes. Any bonus you get for your XP is a good thing. So this is a mask. And on these guys, a lot of masks don't work. You can't see them. Because of that particular reason of the head. So I can't use that. I'm going to activate that. Gives me some more. Activate this. No, because we already have all that in the stable. So let's get rid of that. And click on that. Click this. Auto gather. Okay. And that goes in the number 3 slot. No, I'm not going to use that cloak. Let's use this cloak. So now he's got a cloak on, so that's what it looks like. That's okay. This stuff is your cosmetics, and that's what I end up with. These ones are just plain ugly, so I don't use them. And to free up slots, I just destroy them. So let's throw this crown on, and now you can see the crown. That one works. Get rid of the crow. Everything there is good. Everything there is good. Now again, it doesn't show up, so no. And you can't save it. You can't hand it to other people. So just get rid of it. Free up space. You don't have all that much. I mean, you've got 3 bags here for your backpack and 2 side bags, and that's it. So we're going to get rid of all these creatures, just making sure that we can. And it's not going to give us any other benefits. So we're going to get rid of all of that. Come down here. And I don't need the face mask, thank you. So that's it. So that's all the extra goodies that I get. Now if I want to use armor, no, let's go with this one. So off goes the cosmetic, turn on, and that's what I look like now. So if I change it to any of the other armors that are available to me, these are cosmetics. This is what it's basically going to look like. There's the helmet. And there's the cloak. So there you have it. First quest down. All set to go. Very basic fighter. Again, stats are based on a champion. So it's a 32-point build. You get 4 less points. So there's the setup. There's no magic involved in any of this yet. Once you get magic, it's going to add to that. Once you go up in levels, it's going to add to your power. So this is your basic setup. So hopefully today you've enjoyed your little tour of the updated fighter build. Hope you enjoy your day and stay healthy.